Anybody comes on, I'm just doing a test stream. I've noticed that my last few lives are missing from Getter, and there's no reason why. So I'm just attempting to fix that. So if anybody comes on, please skip this one. This is purely a test to find out why Getter is not working. And it's working now, look. It didn't do any of the ones from Boxing Day. It didn't do any of the ones from yesterday. And now it's live streaming fine again. Or it looks like it is. Yeah, end live stream. So why hasn't it been going to Getter for the last 2 fucking days then? It's working, it's working. What the fuck? Well, that's good. That's good, but why is it missing? Ah. Oh. So that means there's like 1, 2. Yeah, December 25th was the last time it streamed a stream. I don't get that, and yet it's streaming away fine now. First attempt. That doesn't make any sense. And I've also lost my fucking chat. Show chat. That should help. If anybody's on, could you just say hello for me? Hello. Oh God, I picked the wrong one there, didn't I? Oh God, that's hard to read. I need to change that. Hang on a minute, guys. I wonder if I can change it midstream. Oh, I can. Hang on. That's better. Let me just make it a bit lighter. Yeah, sorry, it's only a test stream. For some reason. Hey, Dave. Hey, Stefan. Oh, look, it's coming up twice. Look. Can you? How many chat boxes can you guys see? 1 minute. Yesterday, none of the chat came up on screen. Now I've got 2 lots of chat coming up on screen. Oh, I suppose you would do this, wouldn't you? Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so about now, should be 1 now. So just testing, because all the streams that we've done over the last few days, when I tried to include X, it crashed everything out. I think it was Boxing Day. I found out now why X and why I've been having problems with Prism and X. It's not my fault. You have to sit here and set up X, then you have to set it up on here, and then you have to press go on here, and then go on here. So you can't just go out and stream like you can with every other platform. But X somehow screwed everything up, sent Prism a bit crazy. So it hasn't been live streaming to Getter for the last, I don't know, we've done at least 4 or 5 live streams, haven't we? So none of them are getting a Getter, which is actually quite frustrating over the Christmas period, because there's been quite a few people watching us over there and getting involved. So it's frustrating, you know. I mean, some of the videos over there have only got, I mean, the 7-minute videos only got about like 98 views and stuff, but there's others over there that got nearly 2,000. But you know, the better streams are the ones where I'm talking with people, obviously, but they do all right. Like, you're talking anywhere between 90 views on a 7-minute video to, I don't know, up to about 2,000. It's not much lower than it used to be on Getter. It used to be about 2,500. So that's not bad. That's not too far off. One on the bottom looks best, like that, and then get rid of that, like that. Yeah. Don't do social media, mate. Never had its poison for me. Stefan, I'll be honest with you, Stefan. The only reason I do social media is because of this podcast. And I've said this to years for people. If I didn't have a podcast, I'd probably use a little bit of WhatsApp to stay in touch with people. I wouldn't use X. I don't use Facebook anyway. YouTube I might use to watch stuff, but I don't type in comments and that. No, I wouldn't use very much social media at all. Things like Telegram, all that stuff I wouldn't bother with. Rumble. No, it'd be a very limited amount of social media for me if I wasn't doing a podcast. I mean, I only opened an X account because of my podcast. That same with the Telegram and all that. It was only because of the podcast that I did it. If I didn't have a podcast, I wouldn't be interested. So yeah. What must it be like to grow up that beautiful? Yes, that's better, Tom. Good. Okay. Well, at least we know the chat is back to normal. Good. It's only a quick test now. It's only a quick test now, like I say. So it's not a proper stream. So I apologise for getting you guys over, but I just needed to make sure it's working. It is working. I'm getting now, definitely. Let me just double check the play button. We're not going to get cut off. Still going, yeah? Still going?
Sorry, yeah.
Yes, it is. Right. Okay. I will unlist this video. I just wanted to check. I might do a live later on. I'm not sure. I don't know if one of my buddies is going to be doing a live, and if so, I might work something out with them. So I don't know yet. I'll have a chat with someone off screen and see what's going on today. But I'll probably do something. But if somebody else is doing something, I might do something with them. I don't know. It depends what happens today. But I imagine I'll squeeze out some video or another today that isn't a test one like this. So, but I don't know when, guys. It'll either be in about an hour, or if I get too engrossed in trying to upgrade my other PC, it may not be till this evening. I'm not sure. But if we do come back on in a quick amount of time, it'll be in the next hour or so. But I've got some things to get done before I get there. So if I can't get them done, it may be a bit later instead. So we'll see. I don't really like doing evening streams. I've never have done. My audience is always there for the mornings and early afternoons. So that's really when I like to do my streams. But I just got some things to get done. And with Christmas being Christmas, you make excuses, don't you? Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. But things are starting to get on my tits now. So I hope you're all having a great Christmas still. Whose birthday is it? Hello, YouTube poet. Like Felix from Stray Kids, that one's lost on me, I'm afraid, my friend. Hi there, how you doing? Do you eat cabbage? I can. I'm capable of eating cabbage. I know, Tom. Still no notifications. Hey, good to see you, Steve. It's only a test stream. No notifications on a new channel. It's nice to know that they got my back in it, Steve. Tossers. No, I'm just testing it now, Steve, because the last few days that we've been going live, it hasn't been coming out and get her. Like about five live streams missing, and I've just checked it now. It's working fine, which suggests. Hang on a second. 1 second. That's still got the stuff up on screen on the other one. It's not that far behind, surely. Sorry, just bear with me a moment. Like I say, it's just a test. It's just a test to make sure everything's working. It should be. I thought we were okay, but I just need to look at this a second. Make sure that everything is as it. Oh, I'll tell you what, these streamers are a pain in the ass. I'll be honest with you. Alright, press play. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Is we still live? Yeah, it tricked me then. Okay. Need to vary it. Some people have to work. Yeah, agreed. Well, see, the thing is, what I tend to do is, what I used to tend to do is I used to do one in the morning, and then people would, often I would time it at that time because people either in other countries would hear it, or a lot of people used to tell me to listen to the podcast at work, and that's why I read a lot of the comments out, because people used to say to me, oh no, I'm listening to it when I'm under a car or doing this. So I was like, okay, always keep audio in mind for your podcast because of that fact. So a lot of people used to listen to it when they were getting to work, but you're right. I'm just not a fan of the evening ones, but it's not about what I'm a fan of, is it? But yeah, you're right about altering the times a little bit. The trouble is about altering the times, then people say, well, you're never in the same place twice, do you know what I mean? But that's what Thursdays are for, really. I just still need to fix the time on Thursdays, like an exact time. And at least it's one day a week where but yeah, you're right. We'll figure it out. At the moment, I'll be honest with you, at the moment, it's just trying to make sure I get on as many days as possible. Get back into that habit again, which I think I've done all right at. Even through the bad weeks, I put a video out every day. Good weeks, I'm getting on live all the time. So I think I'm getting there. Whereas before it was a effort to get myself going live. Now it feels like I feel guilty if I don't get live, so that's a good thing. So we're getting there. We're getting there, Dave. Chat's a bit laggy on screen. What do I do? I'm an activist and a podcaster. I did have a larger channel, and I've had to nuke it because it was demonetized and I wasn't getting out. But I worked on projects like the Rape of Britain, and other projects around that, Rise of the Celts, stuff like that. And then I've made my own mini documentary called Welcome to Southampton, and I've been to and filmed more demonstrations and stuff than I can remember, going back to 2018. So yeah, I've worked with all of the big guns on the right, let's put it that way, and was once even one of them. And now I'm trying to rebuild another channel that can perhaps monetize itself one day. I am a electrical hardware and software engineer, turned video editor, but yeah, electrical software and hardware engineer is my primary. That's what I was educated in. That's what I've earned most of my money in. And yeah, people like to underpay for the job, even though it's worth a lot of money per hour. Fair enough. I have yet to work out how to link up when I'm out and about. Yeah, it is a bit of a. Then we need to think of another plan there, Steve, because just YouTube's just shit at getting the messages out. It seems 90-second lag. Okay, I can change that. I've probably got it on moderate settings or something. I think you can change it down to a slower lag, but I've got to do that in the YouTube settings, I think. So I'll after the stream's over, I'll go and adjust the YouTube settings and to give us the minimum lag, if I remember. Hope so. Just so you guys know, my mods have a 100% trust policy. So if they decide to remove you, then they do. They've got my full backing. So if you fuck with them, then you get what you get. I certainly won't be going, oh no, oh, you shouldn't have done that, mods. I'll just be like, yeah, clap, clap, well done. They're doing this for free. They're giving their time up for free. And therefore, if they decide not to put up with you because you're being a dick and upsetting everybody else in chat, or just whatever, doesn't, I don't care what the reason was. They can take you out if they don't like the look of your face. As far as I'm concerned, you want to talk about free speech? We're not on a free speech platform. They don't allow us free speech here. So I don't have free speech, neither does anybody coming in here looking for trouble. So the mods have 100% autonomy. Just so you know, when you're winding them up, just so you know. It doesn't bother me. I just look, it's easy for me because I just scan through and look at the questions I can answer. Yeah, it's easy for me. Then the mods do the hard work. So I just read that last comment. I will say though, sometimes it's worth giving some people a few seconds, right? Because someone came on the other day. Oh, shit on your doorstep, that's hilarious. Someone came on the other day and said something pretty gross to me, and I just didn't sell it. I just kept straight face, and I gave them like a pretend honest answer. And this person ended up cracking up and saying fair play and Merry Christmas, and they were really, really nice to me. Um, yeah, so some people just do like they'll put a thing in just to test you, and then you get the other ones that just thing after thing after thing to see when they get a bite. But yeah, well, see if we catch any. Hey, Vin, see if we catch any fishies, mate. No, I'm just testing this out because Getter wasn't working, but we seem to be working. Actually, before I end this little test, Vindicator the man, everybody. If you are not, if you don't go to Vindicator's channel, this ain't wrong with you. Um, go to Vindicator Strikes Back. Forget what the exact numbers are, but you've got him right there. Click on his name. Go to Vindicator Strikes Back. Brilliant channel, brilliant guy, and finger on the pulse, and has some serious world experience to back it up with as well. So please go to Vindicator Strikes Back. One of the very, very best on the internet today. I've given him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm on it after yesterday, and idiot from yesterday did the same on Vindicator. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much, Dave. Oh no, that's Steve. Sorry, it's Steve. Steve. Yeah. So Steve, you know the score. You know the score. So I'll have to find a way talking to you off of here, Steve. Well, that'll be easier because I've got to. Yeah, there's not a lot I can say on here, but all I can say is that most of my remedies involve firewalls and silence to do the finishing touches. But I'll leave it there. I don't want to really talk about it on here. But yeah, and thank you for having my back on that yesterday and being straight on it. I appreciate it. Because the main thing is obviously is to keep the chat flowing as well, and just to keep the conversation flowing. So you guys have been brilliant. I do thank you for that. Right, thank you for entertaining me for this test. I just needed to know because literally we've lost about 4 or 5 live streams on Getter, and now I've tested it first time and it's working perfectly. Why they weren't working, I do not know. I can only somehow assume that somehow that X debacle was what's caused it to not work on Getter as well. So I'm just leaving X out the equation when it comes to using the mobile phone. So X haven't helped themselves really, have they? Good afternoon, Spawn. Good to see you. Please don't think me rude for leaving. This is just a test today. Thank you for the live. Oh, thank you for the live. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on Brexit now. With a few years of hindsight, do you think it has gone as expected? I don't think we ever... Thank you for that. Thank you for that nice comment. Just before I go, then I will answer your question. I don't think we ever really got Brexit, did we? I don't think we ever really left. I think we had a rogue parliament that nobody in parliament really wanted Brexit, even the ones that said they did, because it was... One, they didn't have to run the country. They didn't have to run the country for years, not properly. And they're all... I wouldn't say that... Maybe I shouldn't say they're all socialists, but Europe is socialist. And they all wanted to go that direction. Look at Cameron. When he called the Brexit vote, he said, what was it? Oh, we get this blasted thing out of the way. They thought it was a done deal. They thought everyone would want to be part of this Europe anti-war thing. But what it actually did was open the door up and people got to see, this economic deal isn't an economic deal. It's an actual ideology. So I don't think we ever really got away from it. There are things that are questioned recently, like if we were still in Europe, would Keir Starmer be able to breach the human rights that he's breaching? Good question. Although Europe have the same twisted set of rules, I think he's gone past them. So at the moment, right now, there are benefits to being in Europe, believe it or not, which would be the fact that people can't move out the country very easy at the moment. But that's deliberate. Those things are being made difficult so that we rejoin Europe. I think those things were about to be sorted out, and we were going to make deals with Europe over the things that are a problem, and they would cease to be a problem. But Europe was going to punish us first, and our country was going to punish them first. So we were going to go for a period of about 10 years. Then we would start making deals on how to move to each other's country and stuff like that. But Starmer's gone racing back to Europe. He's trying to get us back in Europe, and he's already got 1 foot back in Europe with the trade deals and everything else. That means Europe has got the best of both worlds. It's got us paying money to them without us having any actual say. And now they don't need to worry about making deals with us about any of the other things. And they've managed to get the free movement back again already. So we have got, what I think is that Brexit was ill-conceived because it was done via a national, what do you call it, a vote, yeah? And Brexit should have been on a politician should have been brave enough to put it on their manifesto. And then if people wanted Brexit, they would have voted that party in droves, which would have given that party the ability to push it all through in Parliament instead of all the deadlocks we had, the court cases and everything else, and we'd be out of Europe. But they didn't have the guts to do it, so they called it a referendum. So I think that the whole thing was doomed from the moment that we called a referendum. And it was doomed from the fact when we realised that every single politician that we've got wants in Europe. So that's my brief rundown of it. So, do I look at it now and think we might have been better off staying in? Yeah, sometimes, but only because of the fact that we've never really left and whether we were always going to be pulled back. Because these people don't want us anything else. The people in this country need to be sovereign. That's why we voted for Brexit. But we never will be. And the problem is, you see, is that when you can blame your own government for things, and you can go to your own government and you can call them out and you can call them into court and everything else if they do wrong. With Europe, you had such a high hierarchical structure that people didn't even feel they had power in their own country because you have to go to the High Court of Europe to get anything done. So your government's not even responsible in a way for its mistakes, and it makes people feel so disassociated from the power and the decisions. It takes societies have fallen for the same reason. Anyway, let me catch up with you quick, and I'm going to get off here because it is only a test stream. Sorry about the scrolling through the text. Yeah, Steve, I'm with you. I know, Steve, with the students, but that's how it starts. Do you know what I mean? That's how it starts. And who are we going to start calling students? Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, mate, but the way I look at it is all of these words are now open to interpretation because it's how they keep sliding, like hotels, the most innocent sounding things in the world. It's like you've got to watch everything now. Students, what are they calling students? Because I mean, look what they look, and I put you to exhibition. Exhibit 1, which is when they were bringing migrants over and calling them children, and they were basically in their 30s, and you could see it. Do you remember? So I don't trust anything they say anymore. Do you know what I mean? And for dingy dodgers, I like that. I like that phrase. Did I catch anything on the cold? Uh, just feeding the crabs today. Ah, oh, bless you. 14-year-old refugees with beards. Yeah, exactly, Steve. So that's why I'm, on paper, it looks fine, but I just don't trust them, mate. I just don't trust them at all. Right. Thank you. I'm sorry for bringing you guys over when it was just a test. I do apologise, but I needed to do this test. I needed to know what the hell was going on with Getter. It's working. It stayed working. We've stayed connected. So anybody over at Getter, hi, sorry for the test stream, but this was necessary. My last few streams haven't got out to you, so you needed to make sure it was working fine. Right, I'll either be back in about an hour, or I might be back later on for a stream. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what the plan is, but I definitely plan to do something else today. Just wanted to make sure everything was working first. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your time. And you're always here when I need you, and I do appreciate it. I know you're doing it for free. So thanks very much, and thanks for anybody that's watching. I'm Tom Fury. This is your news. Call it a day for now.